Hi guys, and welcome back to Matt Talks Money. On this channel we talk about anything to do with money, personal finance, uni, student life and everything else. My name's Matt and I'm a 21-year-old uni student who loves talking about money in their spare time. Today we're going to be talking about the first ever TikTok I made, which was about the evolution of money. So money has not always been in the form we currently see it as. It has evolved over the generations and over the centuries, and I'm sure will evolve generations after we are long gone. So the first form of money that we can think of was a barter economy. This is where you would have to trade something for something else. There was no currency as such, so if you had an apple and I had an orange and we both wanted each other's goods, then we could trade. However, if you didn't want the apple in exchange for the orange or vice versa, then we wouldn't be able to trade. And this is why the barter economy was very limiting in what it was able to achieve. Also, you would have to carry around all these possessions with you. So you couldn't just whip out your debit card and go, I want this. You'd have to take around your oranges and your apples to trade anywhere if you wanted to. The next stage of money was commodity money, which is an evolution of the barter economy. This is when people decided that certain goods most people are going to want, such as animal hides, gold, axes for hunting and swords for hunting and things like that. This form of money was still very limited, but it was less limited because you knew that most people might want an axe to chop down the tree, whereas you don't think everyone might not like oranges back in the barter economy. In today's economy, we still do have commodities such as gold and silver that have lasted for generations, but other ones such as axes and animal hides have just been faded out. The next stage of money was metallic coins. In the early days, gold, silver and copper were used as these coins. This is because they were seen as vague stores of value, as they were precious metals that had to be mined. However, they were very heavy and hard to transport. So this is the sort of stuff you might see in a pirate's treasure chest with all those gold and silver coins. But later these were eventually standardized with the same weight and the same size to become easier for trade around the globe. So whilst we still have metal coins today, or copper coins, these I know personally they're very much on the way out. I don't really carry any coins. The only coins I carry are in the car because some places are too behind the times and don't have card payments when you go car parking, but everywhere else I don't carry any coins at all because they're being phased out. Next from coins was cash money. You might think of this as like a £5-10 note today, which again is on its way out in my opinion, but they actually started off in a very different line of work. Paper money was first used as a receipt for a lender. So if someone lent you money, this would be the receipt, which what you'd have to pay back them the sum plus some interest. And then we come along to the 19th century, where the commercial banks started issuing their own denominations. The next evolution of money was something more relevant, which is debit cards. I'm sure you all have one, and you can get one when you're, 14 or something like that in the UK. A debit card is when you deposit money with a bank, who then go and lend it out and make more return than they're giving you, but we won't go into that. So that you deposit your money at the bank, and then you can access that money with a debit card. The reason these were invented is because it saves you carrying around all these coins, all these notes, and in theory you can just take away around one card which you can then tap everywhere. Along with debit cards then came online banking. Being only 21, I've sort of always only known online banking. I've never done the whole having to telephone your bank to check your balance and things like that. But online banking lets you send money, check your balance, spend money online and all that kind of stuff. Online banking is also easier than you can transfer money across countries to your friend in Scotland fairly easily compared to sending a check in the post or some cash in a card. Also haven't really touched on checks, but also checks are thoroughly outdated in my opinion. But if you still get checks, what's happened at the moment, which is quite a new feature, is some banks are actually letting you cash in your check online via your phone, which I think is great because normally you'd have to go into the bank to cash in your check, but now you can just take a photo, type in the details, and that will be deposited for you. So obviously where we're at now is where money is at the moment. So we've done the barter economy all the way up to online banking and where we are now. But what is the future of money looking like? Well, love it or hate it, you've all heard about cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and there's loads of others, but I'm sure Bitcoin is the main one you've heard of. So anyone who doesn't know, cryptocurrency is a digital currency, so there's no physical coins. So like I said, we're getting rid of coins and cash. There is no physical Bitcoin. It's just all stored in an address on the internet. The idea is it's decentralized, so not run by the government, and it's very safe because it's stored on a wallet, which you can only get access to if you have the right words and codes. Now, you might be thinking, Matt, so in 20 years time, will I go and buy a loaf of bread with point something of a Bitcoin? And to be honest with you, when I first learned about cryptocurrency, I thought yes, that was the answer. But doing some more reading on it and reading some articles, the answer is no, I think. And here's why. Gold has been a store of value for us in our economy for many years. And this is what Bitcoin will become. Bitcoin will replace gold as a store of value. So I don't know how much a kilogram of gold is at the moment, but you know it's X amount. So in the future, I think you'll know that one Bitcoin is worth X, and that's what that store of value is. So you won't go to Tesco's and buy your £3 meal deal with Bitcoin. Instead, what will happen is each country will create their own digital coin. It's actually happening at the moment. The UK just announced it, China announced it, USA, Europe, all of them are announcing they're creating their own digital coin. So there might be the Great British Pound digital coin, and that will be what you use to pay for your groceries and things like that, not Bitcoin. Crypto is also very fast. There are many different currencies of crypto, but lots of them allow for very quick and cheap transfers. So I can transfer to someone in India or Australia with pennies of a fee. So whether you think crypto is weird or you don't know much about it, I think it is the future. So go have a read up about it, see what it's like, because personally I think that is where money is headed in the future. There you are, guys. That is the evolution of the money all the way up through from the barter economy to debit cards and credit cards as we know them, all the way up to crypto in the future. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any other video suggestion ideas, drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you next time.